A Republican tax bill. The president signed the bill into law before leaving for his Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida. It's the biggest overhaul to our country's tax system in decades. The plan is unpopular, but the president is confident that will change. Chip Reid has more from Florida.
It's not fancy, but it's the Oval Office.
At the last minute, President Trump moved up signing the tax bill originally scheduled for early January.
I watched the news this morning and they were all saying, will he keep his promise? Will he sign it by Christmas? You were one. But will he sign it by Christmas? And I called downstairs. I said, get it ready. We have to sign it now.
Signing a hard-fought bill into law in what may be the most sweeping tax overhaul in a generation, and assuring most Americans that they will begin to see their taxes go down starting in February. Most Americans will see their taxes drop temporarily, but the biggest benefits will go to corporations whose cuts are permanent. The new law also includes a repeal of Obamacare's individual mandate. President Trump later tweeted, "The most hated part of Obamacare is the individual mandate, which is being terminated under our just-signed tax cut bill." A sentiment echoed by Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell.
I'd love to see other changes, and we're going to be moving to bills that have enough votes to pass.
Next on the president's legislative agenda, infrastructure. Mr. Trump believes a bill can get done with bipartisan support.
Infrastructure is by far the easiest. People want it, Republicans and Democrats. We're going to have tremendous Democrat support on infrastructure, as you know. I could have started with infrastructure. I actually wanted to save the easy one for the one down the road. So we'll be having that done pretty quickly.
And Chip Reid joins us now from Florida. Hey, Chip, why do you think the president believes so strongly that this tax plan will just sell itself? Why is he confident that Americans will change their mind about this law?
Well, I'm not sure how confident he really is. He did sound somewhat confident in the Oval Office when he was asked about that, and he said that he doesn't think he needs to be out there selling it because you've got these corporations out there who are saying, wow, I've got such a big tax cut, I'm going to shower my employees with bonuses. But it's not clear yet how widespread that is going to be, and the fact is Democrats are going to be out there all the time fighting against it, so he may well have to be out there fighting for it.
And we heard the president there say that he's suggested a deal in infrastructure will come in 2018. I don't think anybody would complain about having more nicer bridges and roads, but it seems like Republicans and Democrats are further away on this issue. What are some of the hurdles?
Yeah, there are some big hurdles here. Yes, everybody wants infrastructure, but it is expensive. The Democrats want $1 trillion in federal government spending. The Republicans want only 1/5 of that, $200 billion. They believe that what they can do is use incentives to get local and state governments and the private sector to get together in public-private partnerships and start building their own infrastructure projects. It's not clear that's going to work. Democrats have a lot of problems. First of all, it's an election year. Nobody wants to make anybody else look good. Also, the White House has talked about rolling back environmental regulations in order to make things move quicker in infrastructure. And also, they've said to get that $200 billion, they will have to cut other government programs. Democrats aren't going to like that either.
And you know, also on Friday, Chip, the president weighed in on Florida's governor's race, backing Congressman Ron DeSantis after big losses in Virginia and Alabama. Do we know how involved the president might be in midterm elections this year?
Well, I think we know he really wants to be out there. I mean, come on, Donald Trump in Washington doesn't always look like the happiest guy in the world, but out on the campaign trail, he's having the time of his life. He would love to get back out there on the campaign trail again, and he's made clear he wants to do that. But there are a lot of Republicans who want to distance themselves from him because he is not popular in their districts, especially swing districts. So he's not going to be able to go everywhere he wants, but I think he'll be out there quite a bit because, let's face it, he loves it.
He sure does. He really loves it, and the energy from the crowd. Before I let you go, though, I want to ask you about the Russia investigation. The president has said that he's not considering firing Robert Mueller, the special counsel. But what do you believe the White House's view on this is? Are they concerned that this investigation will likely intensify in the new year?
There is quite a bit of concern. Now, the official position from the president's lawyers is that the whole thing's going to wrap up soon, or at least any hint that it's going to go after the president himself. Most experts in Washington who have seen these kinds of investigations unfold before believe this investigation is really just getting going. They've got 2 guilty pleas and 2 people indicted. I mean, that's the beginning of a legal process, not the end.
Great point. Chip Reid in West Palm Beach, Florida. Hope you can enjoy some of the sun down there, Chip.
Hope so. Thank you, Raina.
Thank you, sir.